Hi guys, welcome back to another video for Pixapro. My name's Bradbury, a portrait and commercial photographer based out of Stockport in the UK. And today we're going to be taking a look at the CITI100 Pro. And we'll look at that in a moment. But today, even more exciting, I'm taking pictures of a person instead of things. Here's my friend Emma.
Hello guys, how are you doing? Okay.
Thank you very much. Emma's cool. I've worked with her quite a few times, known her for a few years now.
Yeah.
And she's very kindly agreed to come into the studio and let me make a video, fluff my lines as normal. And anyway, you know how they go. You've seen my videos before. So this little guy here, the CITI100 Pro, is what we're going to be using. Now, it's a new light to the market, very small, very compact, and it will go in a camera bag in place of a lens. It is legitimately about the size of a can of Coke. I say Coke, not beer. I'd rather drink beer than Coke. Is that bad? I don't know. Anyway, it is, yeah. definitely. So it's very, very small and compact. It uses the same battery as the round head speed light, the GI01, and it comes with a bracket to hold an umbrella as well. So we'll get this rigged and we'll start shooting and see what it can do. Okay, so let's see what this little 100 watt second light can do. So we have Emma on a stool. I'm just going to scooch the stool that way just a little bit. It's okay. No problem. That's cool. There we are. Okay, so we've got one light with a 43-inch shoot-through umbrella. Okay, first thing I need to do is establish that I'm going to record nothing of the ambient light. That's the video lights in here. And to do that, I'm going to grab my camera, turn the trigger off, and I'm going to go for 160th of a second, 5.6 ISO 100. Okay, the reason is I want full control over the light in this space. What's up, GoPro? You're right up there. Okay, so I only want the light to come from the flash. Okay, so none of this available light will matter. So here we go, dark frame, focus on the closest eye, boom, and we have nothing. Emma's disappeared. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Poof, gone. No. The reason is I want full control. Now I could bring in some light and drag my shutter and do creative things like that, but we're not going to be going into that in this video. We just want to see what this little CITI100 Pro will do. So we'll turn the trigger on. Now I am going to go down to, where are we? Let's see. Let's start at 1/8.5 power. The nice thing about the CITI100 Pro is I can start at a half power increment because I have 1/10 stop increments. Normally, lights will do full stops, third stops, and that's it. With the Pro range, you can still do 1/10 stop increments, which is really nice. Okay, and we'll take a quick test shot. Here we go. Let me change my focus point. So I am still at 5.6 ISO 100, 160th of a second. And we have, it's not too bad, okay. It's not the worst picture of Emma I've ever seen. No, I'm kidding. It's just a video. Anyway, it's a little underexposed. Now you might like a darker exposure like that. I will say at this point in the video, there's no such thing as a correct exposure. It's a creative decision. At the end of the day, it depends on the subject that you're shooting. If Emma was made of reflective metal, I don't know why you would be, but it would be completely different because you'd see highlights reflecting off. It's a completely different subject, okay? Different skin tones demand changes in exposure. But we will go up half a stop plus 1/3, so 1/4 power plus 1/3 or plus 0.3 on the trigger, and the light will follow along. And we will turn the modelling light on as well, just so we can see. It has a little small LED modelling light. Now it's not a true representation of the light, but it lets you focus, lets you find your black lens cap in a dark wedding venue, in a black bag. Also, been there, done that. Right, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so same kind of shot, that's cool. Now, focus on the closest eye, reframe and shoot. So I'm shooting on my 5DSR with an 85mm f1.4 lens, and we're shooting at 5.6. Now, looking at the exposure on that, that's fine. Okay, quite happy with that exposure there. I could possibly maybe lose the third, but nothing's clipping, absolutely fine. The background in the back is the Oldbury background from Pixapro, just a little bit more interesting than seamless, although we'll be doing something later on seamless in a different video. And let's shoot some portraits. Okay, here we go. Right, I'm going to go for a headshot first. Okay, here we go. So straight on headshot so we can see those blue eyes. And whenever you're working with a client, nice. Okay, chin up just a fraction for me, not quite that much, split the difference. Cool, there we go. Relax those shoulders. There we go, cool. There we go. Little hint of a smile, here we go. Nice, good, good, good. Nice, nice. Beautiful, look at that. Now, the nice thing when you're working with someone with really nice eyes like Emma, bright blue eyes, they will show really well, and we'll do something shortly to really make those blue eyes pop. Okay, and by the way, when you're shooting portraits, male to female subject or client, you can give compliments, it's fine, just don't be creepy. Yeah, okay. So saying you've got really beautiful blue eyes, you know, the light looks great in your eyes, it's fine. Yeah, but no creepiness. Okay, so let's see what we're getting. Now, in terms of posing, let's see. If we turn yourself around just a little bit that way, there we go. Oh, not quite all the way around. Let's put the difference. There we are. Cool. We have Emma resting her hands in her lap or on her thighs, and I'll have a slight bend in the elbows just so we can see, not quite that much, just so we can see a little bit of a gap between the body and the arms. Imagine if this outfit was all black, long black sleeves. As we have the arms close in, it just changes the shape of the body. We don't see anything, but if we can see through to definitely to a lit background or a toned background where we can actually see it, it's not completely black, then we will see the separation. There we go. Nice. So let's do a 3/4 length. Beautiful, good, good, good. Nice. Good. Let me get the, I'm going to get the base of the stool in a little bit. I don't want to run out of background. There we go. Cool. We'll just change it up a little bit. Nice. Eyes to me. Good. Chin up just a touch. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. Good. And it's recycling really quickly. Beautiful. Awesome. You're doing fine. Camera loves you. Work it, work it, work it, work. I'm kidding, right? I always do stuff like this, prattling around. But at the end of the day, when you're shooting portraits, you can have a laugh on set and have a bit of fun. My gimmick is just prattling around, you know, pretending to be a fashion photographer. Work it, work the camera loves you. Go on, work it, beautiful.
Yeah,
and I end up shooting a load of frames and moving the camera to wonky positions. Probably not going to be many keepers in there, but if they caught a smile or a laugh, great. And it just lightens the mood a little bit. So you can do things like that. Okay, and as you heard, it kept up recycling, no problem whatsoever. As we go to the higher power, it takes a bit longer, but nice little light. So let's change this up a little bit. We scooch you forward a touch on the stool. I'm going to lower this down on my ridiculously over the top stand for such a small light. There we go. Now you may hear a fan kicking in on the CITI100 Pro, and that's nothing to be concerned about. It's actually a fan keeping the flash head cool. It happens when you've got the modelling light on full, and it happens when you drive the light quite fast. It's fine. It's doing what it should be doing. There we go. Okay, so for a short light position, I'm going to scoot you around this way. Nice. There we go. Okay. For short lighting, you want the nose or the face pointing in between the light source and your camera shooting position. So I will probably have Emma look over here. For the most part, I won't have her keep your head there, but look this way with your eyes. Do this with her eyes because you see too much white of the eyes. And I find that, I don't like that too much really. So I'd rather just keep it looking this way. Okay. And we're going to get a completely different look. Now, with this, generally speaking, I'm going to drop the exposure by half a stop. Let's see what we get. Because we're going to see highlight down this side, a little bit of light on this cheek, a little bit of light maybe on this shoulder. Okay, but it's obviously going to be brighter on this side because that's where the light is. And contrast increases dramatically. Here we go. So let's see. Still at the same camera settings, but I can change the power all from the trigger. Boom, there we go. And the reason why, if I didn't make that power change, you can start to get the highlights on the forehead and the nose, certainly on the light side, to start to look a little bit too bright, and because you're starting to match the angle of incidence somewhat to the light source. And you know, skin will be shiny to some degree, some more than others. I know mine is nightmare, although like I need a tan, but yes, anyway, that's in there. So let me have a quick look at that. I'm going to take that down probably another 2/3. Nice thing about the 110 stop controls, it should be good. That's cool just there. Beautiful, good, good. Nice, just go chin down for me. Cool, breathe in. Relax. Good. Hold your gaze down here. Cool, just nice relaxing thoughts, bend those elbows just a little bit. Cool. Nice and relaxed, just calm. Cool, there we go, good, good. Chin down a little bit more. Cool, keep that. Good, nice. Beautiful, stay there. Cool, good. Sorry, that was my laptop making noise. And there we go. And the reason is, for me changing my tone when I'm posing someone or getting them into a position or pose a position, is it changes the energy of the shot. So rather than me saying, okay, I want you to be calm. No, no, eyes down, calm. No, 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 calm. No, be calm, be calm. Like that doesn't translate, does it? It's just weird. No. So I would take a breath, breathe out. It relaxes your body. It's natural. You know, if you're getting all hepped up and worked up, take a few breaths, take a moment to calm you down, brings your heart rate down, and it's all connected, you know, chemically, mentally. Yeah. So it just brings you down, and it creates that quiet moment for that portrait versus something more energetic. Yeah. Obviously, the flip of that, if you're wanting smiley, you've got to be a goofball on set. Yeah. But there we go. Okay, so we'll do a couple more like this. I'm going to shoot some half length. Okay. I tend to always let people know where I'm shooting, just so they know what's going to be going on, more than anything. There we go. Oh, scoot yourself around a little bit more. Perfect, just there. I know it's a bit of an awful stool. There we go. Cool, there we go. Cool. And now I'm here with that chin slightly forwards and down. Cool, so it just elongates the neck just slightly. Chin down a little bit, hold that just there. Eyes about here for me. Cool, nice. There we go, good. Still going for just quite calm. There we go, good. Beautiful. Good. Nice. Good work. Beautiful. Good. Excellent. Nice. Away. And she's away, bobbling. Beautiful. Fine. Camera loves you. Work it, work it, work it. And I'm goofing around. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Some very, very different shots. Waiting for Lightroom. Catching up. There we go. Completely different versus what we had first with this light further round. So we're going to do one more set with this. Again, just using one light with this CITI100 Pro. Now, other things that you could do with this, it could be a background light, it could be a hair light, a kicker, a separation, a key light as a hard light, absolutely. And that's what we're going to do next. Right, let's take a look. Okay, for the last setup on this one, we're going to be using hard light. Now, I have an option. I can either use the bare flash with the Fresnel head, if I just come over here, or I can use the magnetic grid. And you can get the AKR1, I think it is, set with barn doors, grids, gels that just magnet clip on. Same with the round head speed light, so it's really, really handy for that. I may use that, so I'll put that in my pocket. I'll probably forget it's there and end up going home with it, but there we go. Right, and we will turn the modelling light on. I'm going to turn the modelling light down a little bit. It's just so it's more comfortable for Emma, just as a positioning, because I'm firing it through her eyes, just to get those eyes to light up. So obviously I don't want to have a constant light, kind of being an irritant. Obviously a flash, when it goes off, is a lot brighter, but it's a fraction of a second. Right, so let's see. what we get. So I need you looking straight forwards. Okay, there we go. Can we go for your hair behind your shoulders for me? Cool, there we go. Good, good, good. Nice. There we go. And let's see if we can get this light positioned about here. See what we're getting. So we'll try it without the grid first. Again, this is on a ridiculously heavy duty stand, but there we are. C-stand City. Right. Now the modelling light is handy for positioning, but to a point. It's not an exact representation of the light that you're going to get, because the bulb position is different than the actual light in the flash. But let's see. Now, I'm not going through diffusion anymore, so I'm going to immediately bleed a couple of stops off this. I'm going to go down to 30-second and a half power. I'm going to keep my camera settings the same, so 5.6 ISO 100, 160th, just to eliminate the video lights. And there we go, chin down for me, chin down. Oh, eyes open for me, just looking straight forwards into the office. I know it's a mess in there, isn't it? It's terrible. There we go. We'll see what we get. Now it may be completely missing the eye there. I've almost got that. If we can see, I need to take some power out of it, I think. Well, we can see the eye light up as light hits it. So I'm just going to scooch that around a little bit. Now I'm going to, at this point, I think, put the grid on, because we're getting quite a bit of flare. It won't completely eliminate it in every case, but we'll see what we get from here. We'll go modelling light on. And I'm probably going to change my shooting position slightly. There we go. So now I could stop my lens down, or I could turn the power of the lights down. So we'll turn the power of the lights down, take it down 2/3 of a stop. There we go, although the grid's probably done something like that. Chin down for me a little bit. Okay, eyes wide open, just looking straight into the office. Cool. See what we get there. And we can just see that eye start to pop as we firelight through it. So turn your head this way. So to me here. There we go. So head upright. There we go. Hold that about there. I'm going to move the light and just see if we can get a little bit more of what we're after. So this is just a bare light through the eyes. I'm not trying to blind her, so I'm not running this thing at full power, obviously. And let's just see what we get out there. Now, obviously, hard light shows more texture on skin, nature of the beast, you know, versus say soft light. There we go. There we go. Good, beautiful. Boom. I thought you might have blinked, but I don't think you did. You're right. There we go. Okay, just look at that back eye. Blue just pops because we're really hitting light through it. And what happens is the light goes into the eye and refracts around, essentially. Okay, so because we're getting very little light on this shadow side eye, I'm going to focus on that back eye. Okay, and we'll change the framing. There we go. Chin down just a little bit for me. Eyes wide open forwards. Cool, keep that. Chin up a fraction. Cool. Oh, not that much. Hold it there. Perfect. Cool. There we go. And boom, there we have it. Completely different look, okay? So with that one light, and this could be a speed light by the way, or you could of course buy a CITI100 Pro. Ooh, right. You can get a lot done, you know, from a hard light with a grid, with the AKR1 kit, soft light with an umbrella, for some very, very different looking portraits. So, hope this has been interesting. Hope it gives you a little bit of insight into this little guy and what it can do. It can certainly be used on location, you know, weddings, events, editorial. in studio to hide in a little corner. Maybe if you're in a small studio and you don't want a big light, maybe something like this lets you get it further in the corner out of the way and still do the job for you. So loads of little options. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll stick information for myself in the description and for Emma as well. Thank you very much for
really
suffering my video presenting.
No,
And
experience. Thank you.
oh, thank you very much. Okay, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Thank you very much.
Go. Right, here we go. At least the GoPro didn't stop this time. Hey. Right, okay, next set.